Do you think Shaq knows the stat in your face thing, or this is a natural connection pulling them both together out of thin air?
He has no idea. I have no indication that Shaq knows who the fuck I am.
Mm.
Like,
As
I would
evidence.
like my wife asked me that. She's like, "Do you think Shaq knows who you are?" And I'm like, "I don't. I think I've maybe met him during the finals one of these years, but I think Adam Lefkoe had to kind of explain the story that I wrote, the Michael Jordan investigation. At no point did he seem like, oh, I know Haberstroh, which makes it even better. It makes it even better that I am just this nerdy. I've got a protractor and a TI-83 in my front shirt pocket, and I am Mr. Statistician Face Man. I don't know what is the face man part. I don't understand the face part.
It's black
It's
black
great.
jokes, brother, black jokes. It's just like
Is my
saying
white
look.
showing here?
It's like no, it's like saying looking ass. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You know how you say looking ass, like
Yeah.
boy, or you know what I mean, like you going off. So it's like man,
Statistician looking ass,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
That could
Yeah.
have been you as well.
exactly. There you go. So
Mm.
you know,
So is it still Tom Statistician Face?
no, it's not about Tom. He's just saying that he just
Who's
looks like a
Tom?
No, I'm just saying, is it still your last name? You're
no.
Mr. Statistician Face Man. Is
I'm
that
the
Mr.
artist.
Tom Haberstroh?
He's
I'm
just
the
the default face. That's what Shaq is trying to say. Like you're the
He's the
default face of
face.
like you look like a statistician, man. That's what he's trying to say. He's not saying anything. It's a very dad elementary style joke. The same way he called me fuck was it? I don't know. He called me something stupid. I don't know. I forgot what the fuck he called me, but it wasn't it didn't stick enough for me to be like, oh yeah. You know, when I talked about him smoking
it's a
hookah.
term of endearment
Oh, big
for me.
dummy. He called me big dummy.
Classic.
And I was just like, all right. You know what I mean? Like it's very Shaq's 50, bro. He cool. You know. Thanks. Thanks for the acknowledgement.
I saw the
So
meme last week, I think, or a couple weeks ago, about how Phil Jackson tried to get him to read Aristotle to impart some wisdom on him to shoot free throws better, and he called himself the Big Aristotle and had the worst shooting season of his career.
yeah, he is. It is an honor to be anointed by the big Aristotle himself, um, Shaq Diesel, the Shactus. Um, it feels like I was kinged. That I'm now part of some sort of gold club that I've received a nickname from Shaquille O'Neal, the purveyor of nicknames himself. Let's make a shirt. Let's make a hat. Let's do it. I don't know.
Let's make some merch.
Yeah. We should get some merch in time, or maybe not in time. Maybe we can tease it for our live show July 20th at Racket in New York City. There are still some tickets available, so go sign up now. Mr. Statistician Face Man will be there, and I hope to be bringing some statistician facing stuff. I put some stats in people's faces at Levitard, and now I'm officially the guy. I will put some statistician stuff in your face, man. So that's my job, and I hope to live up to that title at the live show. Countthedings.com. You can also go for a VIP ticket and get behind the scenes, kind of hang out with us before the show. Go do that. It's a killer list. Trey, who's coming?
Bomani Jones, Pablo Torre, Jade Hoy, Naima Cochran, Jared Schechter,
Henry Abbott.
Henry Abbott,
Nick Wright?
Ethan Strauss. Yeah, I said Nick Wright. Who else? Anthony Mays, Eden Liu, and
That
many
is a
more.
crew.
And many more. Yeah.
And Trey, you'll be there too.
Yeah, I'll be there. I don't think I'm a guest.
I'm excited. I'm gonna try to get Shaq to come. Now that we're on,
that would be great.
A nickname basis.
He'd be like, "Yo, the big dummy and the Mr. Statistician Face Man invited me."
Live in New York City.
he's Amin's guy. He and Amin go way back. So maybe Amin can pull some strings here and get the largest human being ever to. I mean, I don't know if you could even fit on a stage together. He's larger than life, that Shaq guy. The Shaqtus. So I'm excited. New York City, July 20th at Racket. Come join us. Zach Harper, Waz, Trey, Amin, Maze, everybody. We're all going to be there. It's going to be awesome. Come hang with us. We'll probably do some karaoke, but we also have a show to do. So we've got free agency. We're going to talk some free agency news. Paul George is going to be a Sixer. Isaiah Hartenstein is going to OKC. And lots of other stuff to get into. So go check out our Patreon, patreon.com/countthedings. Go get some tickets and come to the live show on July 20th. I buried the lead. I'm sorry. I buried the lead. Kelly Oubre is back.
Oh,
I fucking love that move. I love that. He was so good for them, and they got him on a budget. So to get him to come back, good for him, man. He had a weird ass year too. Bro got hit on a bike, then got in a like fender bender or some other shit, and just showed up for them. Still, you know what I mean? No excuses.
Wave Poppy.
I don't know if he goes by that anymore, but yes, shout out to Wave Poppy.
He does now. I mean, I am the Shaq of this show. I will make
Okay.
sure.
All right,
the
so he's
nickname.
still Wave Poppy Senior. Does that make Jared McCain Wave Poppy Junior? Because I feel like they could be kind of like not alike father like son, but like Kelly could be the mature version of him and kind of show him the way. And Jared's gonna like loosen up and make him like fun, probably. I don't know.
That's gonna be a locker room.
Characters. I will say that. You know what I'm saying? I like Tyrese Maxey. Sorry. Tyrese Maxey being the star. They should push him as the lead guy and let the older guys be the supportive guys. Oh, it's this guy, bro.
Oh,
Hi.
I'm gonna just shut
and
up.
he's trying to
Let
make
me
himself
go
part
ahead,
of the big
bro.
three. The Jerv is here. All right. Let's go. Just go. You can do your victory lap.
I mean, listen.
Wait, a victory lap?
Yeah.
I mean, this is the first free agent we've ever gotten.
No, Moses, right?
Moses was a trade.
How could you forget about Al Horford?
I like to block out some of the some of the dark days, my brother. Come on, man. We're not doing this on the Lord's Day, July 1st, 2024. We're not doing that. Okay, it's all positivity today, and we got our guy, right? Like whatever happens in a couple months happens in a couple months, but you can't tell me that things aren't looking up.
Positivity P.
Turn Tobias Harris into Paul George. I think that is something that some level of alchemy that no one thought could actually happen, and here we are. It happened.
Yeah, I'm excited for Sixers fans. It's going to be great to see them not make the Eastern Conference Finals again.
Whoa.
Come on.
Whoa.
Dude, I'm over here defending you in group chats. You know, like I got my back against the wall for you. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, my guy does the research. He knows what he's doing. You know, I don't have the platform like Amin to get the credit, but like I'm over here and this is what we do, Tom. Come on, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not today.
I'm sorry.
I will be nice and say this, Jerv. The Sixers and the Thunder so far have won the offseason in free agency, right? But still the Sixers. And it's going to be exciting. No. Because again,
you're being nice.
I am. We're being nice.
Still, the Sixers doesn't sound nice to me, my guy. I'm just going to put that out there.
No, because there is. You have to have some type of delusion that this is going to be the year, and I feel like y'all feel that every year. But I will say, I like what Daryl Morey has done. Bringing this group of guys in. You got Eric Gordon. You filled pretty much all your needs that you quote unquote needed, right? Got Tobias Harris up out of there. You know what I'm saying? You bring in Eric Gordon. You got Kelly Oubre back. You draft Adam Bona and Jared McCain, 2 McDonald's All-American kids that are ready to play. You got
shouts to McDonald's All-American.
You bring in Paul George. You know what I mean? But the thing is, I do think that this is a highly touted thing, right? He controlled all the talks. Nothing moved till Paul George moved. Great. But he's just so lack of accountability, and how passionate y'all are. I'm interested to see how some of these new guys are going to respond to y'all. Because again, you have to be a special person to play for the Sixers. I don't know why, but you have to be a special person to play for the Sixers. Y'all add unnecessary pressure, but I don't know, God know why. You know what I mean? Y'all have booed the first. I remember y'all was the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference and was booing them. Like, y'all don't like nice things. Y'all hate everything. I've never seen a team boo a first seed like ever.
Well, did this first team do anything? Like,
No,
I must have missed. This first team must have won the championship, and we were just delusional, right?
But that's the thing. That's why I'm trying to calm you down so you don't get so excited about these signings, because this team ain't about to do nothing but enjoy it. They still got to go through the Celtics, brother. They still got to go through the Celtics, brother. And I don't even like talking nice about the Celtics, but the Celtics are damn good. And they ain't falling off their rocker. And I do like what New York did, because they at least got chemistry. They're ahead of y'all on chemistry. On paper, I got y'all better than everybody. On paper, y'all the paper champs to me right now. Y'all got it. Predicted number 1 out of the East. I got it. Listen, predicted on paper. Number 1 in the East. Philadelphia 76ers. But realistically, I got the Celtics getting right back there. I got the Knicks. I still got this team losing in the second round.
All right.
I got y'all not even Eastern Conference Finals, brother.
Jerv, are you ready to put them paper champs? Like, you think that they are on paper better than the team that just won the NBA championship in 5 games, the Boston Celtics?
I do not think it kills me to say this, because I don't really like ever bigging up Boston on any aspect, right? Let me just make that clear. So
he's a realist now.
This isn't really a pro Boston kind of take, but they're better. But the last couple NBA champs have not gotten out of the second round.
Yes.
So
6 new champions in the last 6 years.
Lucky 7. Lucky 7. Let's go to Vegas. Let's play the slots, and let's watch these 7s come up, because this the lucky 7 year. This is our year, guy. I mean, I hear what you're saying. I just need Daryl Morey to just work 1 or 2 more moves. There's a couple guys that I would like to add to the team, and I think if Daryl can get these kind of guys, we'll be straight. But as of right now, I think that we're at least the second best team in the East, and if history teaches us anything, the champs don't go to the second round as of recently. So with that being said, it seems like this is the year to at least get to the conference finals.
I think
as a guy that hasn't seen a conference final since 2001, wouldn't be too mad if I saw one in 2024.
But like,
Trey, you got to walk before you can run, right? Like this 76ers team have been to the playoffs in each of the last 6 years since the process.
This is the year.
Jerv is flashing back to each one of those playoff exits.
7 years.
But that's why I don't
7
believe
years, 3 coaches. Lost Eastern Conference semis, lost Eastern Conference semis, lost first round, lost Eastern Conference semis, lost Eastern Conference semis, lost Eastern Conference semis, lost first round. So in 7 years, they've gone out in the semis 4 times, and they've 5 times, and they've gone out in the first round twice. So if you're the 76ers, I think you feel pretty good about your chances of getting to the conference finals now. But this deal is not about 82 games in the regular season. It is about the 16 that you get in the postseason. And they just went from, yes, Tobias Harris, who averaged 9 points a game in the series against the Knicks, and he had a 0 in the final game, 0 for 2 from a guy whose only skill is to score. Like, that is his skill on the floor, is to score, and he went 0 for in 29 minutes against the Knicks. Now, my thing with the Sixers is the same thing that was the thing with the Clippers, is there ain't no paper champs anymore. You could talk about Kawhi Leonard and Russell Westbrook and Paul George on this and James Harden on the same team, but until they're on the floor together, it don't matter. These guys, the Boston Celtics have 5 dudes that are star caliber players: Kristaps Porzingis, Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. The Sixers have 3, and 2 of those are more brittle than a wet paper towel. So what we're talking about here is a 34-year-old Paul George and Joel Embiid. On paper, it's great, but this game, more than ever, is not about paper. It is about health. And for those two, Paul George at this stage of his career, who missed the 2023 playoffs because of injury and the knee issues that he has and the shoulder issues that he's had, then you throw that with Joel Embiid, who's one of the biggest injury question marks in NBA history. I'll believe it when I see it. And you know what? If they get to the Eastern Conference Finals, that will be a great step forward. And I hope that the Sixers fans will take that with grace and be like, yo, we made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. We had a chance. Boston Celtics are a better team. But something tells me that if they lose and Paul George is either injured or goes cold and has a Tobias Harris type game where he's just over, Jerv, does Paul George have the track record of being like, you know what? I'm good. I'm going to stick this out. I got a thick skin. I'm good for 4 years.
4 is a stretch, but I'll take 2.
Do you know the crazy thing about it, Jerv? Y'all not going to feel that podcast shit. And y'all not going to feel that Jared McCain TikTok shit, especially if they drop games.
Whoa. Okay, hold on. Okay. We're not, no McCain slander. Okay.
I'm not
I'm
slandering
just saying
anything.
he's
I'm
ahead
just
of
saying,
the times, my guy. The guy knows what he's doing. He's relatable.
I literally just fought for the kid on bomb. I'm telling you what type of people y'all are. Y'all are not nice. So again,
what do you mean by you people?
Philadelphians. Is that what y'all call? Is that what y'all call?
You act different on the
I'm
Monday pod, my guy. You're out here using words like you people.
All I'm saying is, if y'all not happy with the first seed, listen. And Paul George not about to stop podcasting, by the way. He getting better. He getting better guests. He gonna probably build a studio there in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
You know
I got a location if he needs help.
Okay,
I think I
put it out there. Count the dings. Playoff P.
There you
go. The P's.
Right, and then McCain. He gonna have all his teammates on. It's gonna be funny game. Y'all gonna go on crazy win streaks. I see it now. Crazy win streaks. I'm talking about hot, rolling, 40 and fucking 13, something like that. Right? I believe it. But
that's a lot.
It's gonna be one.
I don't know if I can handle 40 and 13, guy. I'm just gonna say.
But it's gonna be one of them things when it really count, and he can't go.
You guys are
Can I boss it over?
Yeah,
it's Trey, and yes, it's only Trey that's being this negative, Jerv. I just want you to
start now, and we're back. I like Paul George. He's teenagers goats, potential Philly goats.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? People going to start naming their baby Paul. All that stuff. It's going to happen. You might get a
Paul Reed. Paul.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
We already have a Paul in Philadelphia, my guy. Okay. All right.
Couple things here. First, what a weird statement that the Clippers put out. Did you guys read that?
I skimmed it.
I think they had to. They tried to get ahead of it on some PR shit for season ticket holders because they got the Intuit coming. And they had that meeting and it just, they thought, shout out to Lawrence Frank, the Gerber baby. He, again, tried to put his dick on the table, right? On a scenario of a FU to the Warriors because they gave him a haul. They gave them a haul, but he refused to do business with the Warriors. So he's like, all right, I like our chances to bring Paul back. Well, you're not giving me that 4th year. Nothing else to talk about here. It wasn't about money because Ballmer gladly would do that. But that 4th year, the idea of paying a 38-year-old Paul George roughly 45 to 50 million a year just did not sit right. And the thing is, he might be
I don't think
right.
it was about that. I don't think it was about that.
Go ahead. I want to hear your
I think they just didn't want him.
That's not true.
And so
they really wanted him.
Then you go for 4. You go for 4 years. You go for 4 years if you really want the dude.
The thing is, they just thought that he would be loyal to it because of his parents being there and all that stuff. And they possibly couldn't give him more than Kawhi. It just couldn't happen. It just was not going to happen. It wasn't. I'm sorry. No matter what. And Kawhi has way too much leverage. I do agree. He has way too much leverage, but they were not about to do that. They weren't going to line them up neck and neck. This is not one of those Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum things. It's like Kawhi's the guy. You've openly said you're okay with being the number 2. You enjoy being the number 2. You like being the number 2, and I'm sure he's going to do that with Joel because he understands Joel's the guy. But if I'm the Sixers, I would do what Anthony Davis was supposed to do for the Lakers. Maxey is our guy. Let's make Maxey 1, PG 3, and Embiid 2, and let's roll with that. And mentally, that helps PG take the load off of actually being the guy. Let him show up, give his 22 a game, potentially have those hot 35, 42-point games and do what he needs to do and go crazy when they need him against a Boston or a Miami Heat or whoever it is, right? But we'll see. I'm interested to see what the Clippers do, though, Tom.
All right. So in this statement, the Clippers put out, they refer to Paul George as Paul and Kawhi as Kawhi. And there's typos all over it. There's grammatical errors all over it. And I'm not doing the whole Mr. Statistician Face Man on this report, but it does seem like they rushed this out, that like an intern wrote this or that like Lawrence Frank wrote it on his notepad and then like sent it to the PR department to like touch it up and make it like more formal. And then they just sent it out. And like, instead of actually writing it more formally, they just sent out the notes. And it's like, yo, Paul has it. This is, and I quote, Paul has informed us that he is signing his next contract with another team. Paul is a tremendous talent and an elite two-way player. We feel fortunate for the 5 years we spent with him. Over that span, he went to 3 All-Star games, made the most three-pointers in franchise history, and helped lead the team to a place it had never been. This is my favorite part right here. His performances in games 5 and 6 against Utah in 2021 won't be forgotten by anyone associated with the Clippers. Won't be forgotten. Who could forget?
Well, at least they put the with the Clippers part because I forgot. I don't remember what he did in those games.
It was fine. It was like solid performances, clutch performances, but nothing. It's not like he scored 60 points. It's not like he scored 50 points in either of those games. It's such a weird call out. Such a weird call out to be like, hey guys, when we write this letter, hey, let's not forget. We got to put in the Utah game. I feel like that was a backhanded compliment. Right? Like the pinnacle of Paul George's career with the Clippers was a couple games in the Eastern Conference semis.
But Tom, it's a backhanded compliment to the Clippers. It's not even backhanded compliment to Paul George. It's saying like our greatest high, our greatest moment with Paul was beating the Jazz 3 years ago.
Yeah. It was weird. And then the third paragraph here, Maze, heading into this offseason, our roster was constructed 3 great players, 33 and over. There's a word missing in there. Y'all made this bed. This was the deal, was you're getting 2 guys in their 30s who have never played together before, and you're banking on that they're going to be great through their mid to late 30s. That was the gamble. You can't come back here and be like, yeah, the new CBA kind of constrained us. We didn't want to go to a 4th year. Who are you going to get to replace Paul George? Who are you going to get?
They got him. They got Derrick Jones Jr.
Great. A
It's
guy
done.
that the Mavs got on a minimum deal a year ago, and that's going to be replacing Paul George. You know what I thought about, Jerv? This is basically a year ago. Daryl Morey took that James Harden, he's a liar, what he said in China. Daryl Morey's a liar. And he traded him for Paul George and 2 first-round picks on top of that. You should be throwing a fucking parade if you frame it that way. Is that you took James Harden refusing to play for you and basically MFing his boss, Daryl Morey, and Daryl Morey flipped that guy for Paul George and additional first-round picks. That sounds pretty good. If you're telling me that we should frame it that way, that's pretty impressive work.
Anytime you can replace Jim with a guy like with a guy like Paul George, you know, I'm all game. You know, we turned a disaster that first round, that number 1 seed run that we had, where the guy that used to wear 25 just kind of went into a shell. You know what I mean? We've ideally turned him into Paul George. So sign me up. I'm game. As soon as they hit the stores, I'll have a Paul George, jersey. Who knows? It might pop up at the live show with a whole Paul George outfit. You just don't know.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, I know.
Wait, you doing what?
Live show Jerv. I see.
Bro, have some dignity, man. We're not doing this, man. You're a father.
No, I am. And my daughter is going to see a championship. She's seen way too many heartbreak, and she just turned 5. I don't even understand how this is happening.
Jerv, does your daughter remember the game against the Jazz?
Yeah.
Is that
he's not associated with
pictures of that?
No. Forgotten by anyone associated by the Clippers. Oh my God. I had to look it up in the game log. I had to go to Basketball Reference to look up what games those were. That's how forgettable the whole Paul George thing. Guys, I like this deal for the 76ers. They should be excited. But those knees, those shoulders, I cannot put them above the Boston Celtics. And you know what, Jerv? I think you're okay with that, right? Like you're okay with just being in the conversation for the East title. Doesn't have to be the favorite. Couldn't say that, if without Paul George, if Kelly Oubre is the starting 3 with DeAnthony Melton and Tobias Harris. But now you're right in the thick of it.
And Boston can't stay healthy forever. And I don't wish injury on anyone, but, part of it is luck and just having your guys that you need to stay healthy. And they've had that luxury for, I guess it's been 6 to 7 years, it feels like. So, I don't wish injury. But the team in New York's got a coach that, has a little track record with running guys into the ground. And then the team in Boston, they might be fat now, they got their championship. What can we say about them now? Well, we'll find out in a couple months, Let's check rock. That's where I'm at. Just check rock. At the end of the day, just throw the ball on the court. Just check rock.
I like it, Jerv, but you don't have to glaze, man. You talking about showing up in a motherfucking Paul George.
That Waldo outfit is
nuts, man. I don't give a
that is gonna be his worst decision ever, is wearing that Waldo thing.
Because I'm
the Sixers fan right now. Yeah. It's meme material.
All of Jared McCain
Where's Waldo?
dancing videos. All of Jared McCain videos. Listen, when Brugg go 0 for 5 from 3, that fucking TikTok gonna be getting used.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But what about when he goes 4 for 5 from 3?
You gonna do the dance? You'll do a TikTok if he go kill it?
No. Okay.
You wearing a fucking Paul George Waldo outfit? What's worse than doing a dance?
I have some dignity, my guy. I'm not doing a dance on TikTok.
Tom, what's worse? Dressed as Paul George Waldo or doing a TikTok dance? As a grown man, a 40-some-year-old man too, by the way.
It's got to be the Waldo, because you know what? I respect that you're gonna. But now, if you wear the Waldo, you become the meme too, Jerv.
You're a double
And
meme.
you're now leaning into the group chat where we're gonna take those photos and keep it in a favorite folder and just wait and just
because you're
wait
definitely gonna be the he thinks
for
he's on the
April.
team meme. I'm gonna use that shit. He thinks he's on the team. Or
Oh,
where's Jerv when
That's
you
Wait,
fandom.
I'm not.
I love it.
or
I'm not on
or,
the
Look, he's
team.
in the
no, you're
tunnel right
not.
now.
Hey,
Yeah,
the
look, he's right there.
background.
hey, but also Jerv, when your team get eliminated, I'm gonna post that picture.
Hey, and he's gonna
It's
post
been
that
my whole
picture
life.
when
I'm good.
they win the East, right? You're gonna
There you
post
go.
that picture when they win the East, right? Is
Here's
that
Waldo.
I'll tell you this.
We'll
Found
Photoshop
him.
you next to PG with the fit.
Found him next to the Larry OB.
They win the East, I would be an excellent follow on all social media platforms. I'll just say that, okay? All right. I've got some social media tricks up my sleeve that I've been holding back for 7 years to be exact, maybe even a little longer. Whenever the Drew Holiday trade happens, so I'm ready. I'm on my Josiah. I've got things saved in the folder, right? I've got a couple people's addresses that are going to need some merch sent to them. I'm going to at a couple people. One might even be on this pod. I don't know.
Please at me. Please.
I don't know.
I want to be added because I like it. I like being wrong. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love it.
Before we get to Isaiah Hartenstein and Jerv, you got to be excited that he's out of there in Knicks. The Knicks got Mikal Bridges, of course, your boy from Villanova, Philly guy. But before we get to that, now that Jerv is here, we'll go from one huge story in free agency that Philly has owned to another one that Jerv is also really excited about, and that's Kyle Filipowski.
Flip. My guy Flip, man.
Yo, Jerv, did you know any of this stuff? Because I certainly didn't. When he alleged that the Wake Forest Demon Deacons stampeded him and injured him in the regular season last year. And it didn't come out then that this whole Mormon weird story with his girlfriend, none of this had trickled out then. And now that seems like a footnote, that whole Stampede story from back in the regular season. Kyle Filipowski, how do you feel about him being part of the Brotherhood, Jerv?
I mean, hey, man, listen, all right? We all got family members that may not act or do certain things that you feel as though is up to the standards of your family. But at the end of the day, they're still family, right? So, Flip is one of those guys that never really was a big fan of. I never really understood why he was always being projected as a lottery pick, because I'm watching the games and I didn't see anything, right? So, but I'm happy for him. I'm happy he was able to weather the storm, right? Everything that was going on in his life. He's, and now he's where he needs to be. He's in Utah, right? He can be in a city that is going to appreciate him for the upstanding individual that he appears to come off.
Sure. Yeah. Good. That was good, Jerv. Nice. He's part of a brotherhood at Duke, and that is forever. Just like you, when you went to Duke, and you're part of the brotherhood, you don't leave the brotherhood once you're knighted by the brotherhood. So
is this the Wake Forest coming out? It's Wake Forest, right?
What are you talking about? What? Yeah. Victor Wembanyama is going to win the MVP now that Chris Paul is in San Antonio. What are you talking about, Wake Forest? It has nothing to do with Wake Forest. Yeah, nothing to do with Wake.
Wake me up when Wake Forest is a top 10 team.
I will settle for top 25 in the same way that you will settle for the Eastern Finals with the Sixers.
Hey, by the way, I predicted that Chris Paul to the Spurs in February.
I love it. Trey, I love it.
That was a great move. He's smart as shit. He always, what's crazy? People hate Chris Paul, but Chris Paul is the smartest fucking basketball player to play the game. You know why? Because he know
that education in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. That's why.
Listen,
go ahead.
Yeah,
he's 39 years old, right? And everybody else, right? Cool. He not as fast as he used to be. He always breaking his motherfucking hand, right? He ain't getting by everybody. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna latch on to the Knicks. And I watched him all year because I know Chris Paul watches a lot of basketball, and he watched all them young players not give Wemby the ball in the right situation. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have plenty 20 assist games because you know what, young fella, I'm gonna teach you about this game, and you're still raw enough to listen to me. You're not there yet to tune me out, and you only give me, and I get a year. I get to steal 11 million. That's all I need, and I get to say I was a part of that journey because you know who else was a part of that journey? Jamal Crawford helped him trained him 2 weeks ago.
100%.
If I was Paul George, my black ass would have been in San Antonio.
Wow.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest because that motherfucker coming. He coming.
Oh, he's here.
He's here. No. But I'm talking about. Listen, the West, load up who you want. Thunder, cute. Mavs, cute. What Lakers, cute. He coming. Like whoever, I would have been like, I'll take the minimum. I would have $1 that motherfucker. Because you remember when he went to go play with Steph? I'm going to play with him. Because I know what's going on. All I got to do is make a three.
Mike Miller, Udonis Haslem.
I'm going to the All-Star game. Because I know what type of gravity he possesses. Oh, if I'm a three-point shooter, Eric Gordon should have been his ass over there. Buddy Hield, sign me. Sign me.
Yeah.
Because every time.
Good luck with Buddy Hield.
Hey, man, it didn't work out, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, I get it. Now,
Trey,
just like guys that shoot.
Go ahead, Tom.
Trey, when Wemby goes 7-0 in the NBA Finals, you know who he's going to credit?
Mr. Statistician Face Man?
Chris Paul.
And you know how you beat people from saying, hey, he never won a ring. Jamal Crawford, same thing. What if you teach
someone how to win a ring?
How to win 7 rings or 10 rings like Wemby?
You know the crazy
who's
thing
going to
about
break the game? He's going to break. I think the NBA, just like they did to Wilt, and just like we've thought about doing with Steph Curry moving the line back because he and the rest of the league is getting too good at 3-pointers. I wouldn't be surprised if the NBA changes the rules because of Wemby, because he's just too good. That there's nothing, you can't stop that guy. So just like Wilton widening the key because you can't stop Wilt, so we got to do something about this. I think there's potential there for Wemby. And you know what he's going to say? It's not looking at his mother and saying, you the real MVP, KD style. He's looking at CP and Jamal and saying, you guys, come up on stage. Here are your rings. And he gives them the rings. That's how you get the rings.
I don't think they want those type of rings, but I will say there has been so many vets that have played integral parts in the development of young stars going on to do the next, right? And it's a random ass motherfucker like Kurt Thomas. It's a motherfucker like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real though, no real shit where it was like, yo, that one time he cornered me and talked to me and then I locked in. You know what I'm saying? Like it just be taking it. It don't even be like the most craziest shit. It'd be like D-Wade talking to motherfucking Malik Allen.
It'd be like Barbosa with Steph. It's like, yeah, Steph wins. It's like, yeah, shout out to Leandro Barbosa. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what? How did Barbosa, the Brazilian blur, how did he?
I was nervous and he came and talked to me and I didn't know what he was saying, but I just nodded in agreement and I was ready. Thanks to that pep talk. Like, for real, I do honestly believe that somebody is going to be playing an intricate role. Like, Nicholas Batum is going to be a part of the development of Tyrese Maxey. To be fair, though, Jerv, as much as you don't like it,
Batum can't play, bro, unless he
had a nice little series. He did.
Nah, he played good for y'all, man. But I will say this. Whether you like it or not, you're going to have to credit James Harden for Tyrese's development. You have to. You can't leave him out of that story. No matter what he does from here on out.
I kind of give the credit to Tyrese just being a sponge. You know, I don't really.
But he had to learn from who?
He learns from everyone though. He learned from Kyle Lowry last year.
But he actually spoke and said James Harden, bro. He said this out his own mouth. So you can't just
was that before or that was when they were trying to get James to come back? Because I don't remember that after James was
in
gone.
general.
Oh, okay.
Even when James was trying to get up out of there, he was just like, he still got love for him. I mean, you could say that about KD and most of those dudes, because like a lot of people, KD give a lot of game to a lot of people that he ain't even played with. You know what I'm saying? He be teaching them the game for real, for real.
Well, make the call and tell him to come on down 95 and teach Maxie some game, my guy. You know, the more the merrier.
Hey, come on, Trey.
I mean,
come on now.
He working with Bobo and Chet. That's his. You know what? That should be his debt forgiven for Oklahoma. He working with Chet off season. Chet wearing the shoes. You get what I'm saying? Like, Thunder fans might not forgive him, but he really giving the game. Like, he don't got to do it. He could charge. He giving the game for real, for real. Like,
this is chess, not checkers. The whole mentor-mentee program that's happening in the league right now, where you got KD and Chet, Chris Paul and Wemby, JJ Redick and Bronny James.
Woo. Shooter to shooter.
LeBron hasn't signed yet. One player's off the board. Jonas Valancunias. Reportedly, LeBron James doesn't want to sign until they get a third star on that list, Jonas Valancunias. And you know what?
I think Klay gonna go, bro. Out. He gonna piss me off. I think he gonna do it though.
The word is that it's Dallas. Dallas.
I would love it because I'm a Laker hater. I would love it. You know what I'm saying? I don't openly admit it. Now, this year, I'm admitting it. I'm a Laker hater. I'm not in the media no more. I don't like y'all. I don't like the Jazz either. But
so you want Klay in LA as a Laker
Klay
hater?
In Dallas.
Oh, so you think Klay still got it? Okay, I was wondering if you were like, hey,
nah,
Lakers go bring in Klay on his
It's not even
tour.
that. It's just more so the storyline. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to hear. I just want the basketball to be pure right now. I want it to be realistic. And right now, if they go there, they're going to be like, Bron, number 5 on the way, and he going to win it with his son. And I'm like, bro, y'all still a 10th. But I would love for Klay just to be at the Mavericks and that shit out the way, and they just make and get a realistic move target like Jeremy Grant, or go get somebody that they have to move, you know what I'm saying, that's in that ecosystem. Go get a DeMar DeRozan. Go get somebody that's like that. But the Klay, from the Warriors to the Lakers, it's going to be Ray Allen like Celtics Heat. It's going to be very nasty.
Here's the difference. Ray Allen with the Celtics at age 35. Age 35. He was an all-star, shooting 44% from downtown, 50% from the floor. The next year, age 36 season, 45% from downtown in his age 36 season before he went to Miami. That dude was better than Klay was this past year.
That's kind of crazy.
Ray Allen. Too. He's older than what Klay is right now, and he's better. And so is Klay doing his best impersonation of Ray Allen if he spurns his team, being like, yo, that's messed up what you did to me. I'm going to go join the rival team and win it with them. And fuck y'all. I hear what you're saying, but Ray Allen was better at this stage than Klay Thompson is now.
I believe it. I just think that if you only got to concentrate on just shooting threes, I think his percentage gonna go up. I mean, because he don't have to do too much. He don't have to be the best defender no more. He ain't got to do. Bron gonna control the rock. He's just gonna find him. Go spot up. I just like that. I don't like that job for him, but I think it's gonna be an easier job for him. It's a low pressure situation. Go ahead, Jerv, because you pondering.
Hey, if I'm hearing y'all correctly, it sounds like Klay should, and this could be crazy, so my bad. But it sounds like Klay should get out of the West and find a team, right, that is in desperate need of a big shooting guard that can guard players and stand in the corner and shoot. I don't know who that team could be, but I'm just saying it sounds like Klay should think about going to the East because, like you said, it's Wemby's time, right? So, like, why would you want to compete with that, right? Like, just come out to the East, get the cakewalk. It's only Boston in New York in the East, and and the next thing you know, boom, you've got one more than Steph.
Jerv, how much money do you have left in your coffers? You giving Klay the minimum? What's going on here?
Yeah.
Situation.
I mean,
money's not an object in Philadelphia.
But that's what's saying, because the Mavs is offering, they can offer 4 years, 64, right?
Yeah.
Now, again, Klay would have to sign with the Lakers on some legacy shit. Just like my daddy played there. I've been wearing the
Or
shirt.
on some petty shit.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Does he have that in him, despite him and LeBron's history, even though LeBron just called him on the first day, apparently? Because remember, Klay said that. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave it at that. You know what I mean? But it would be interesting because you never know who becomes your teammates in the future. It always happens that way. Bron, Rondo, etc. Yada yada. Whatever. All I'm gonna say is Lakers fans are going to be annoying because they're going to feel like that's what it takes, right? But I do like Klay going there because it'll help Klay's career. But the Mavs, that would just be fun.
Yep.
It would be fun. Like Luka doing the pop, hitting him in the hands, playing with Kyrie. Like, that would be great. It would be a great story.
Because they didn't have that knockdown shooter. They had Seth Curry, S-Dot there a couple years ago.
Traded him off. Free agent now, by the way. Free agent.
Could be back with the Queen City Charlotte Hornets. We'll see. Trey might have some intel there that I don't have access to. But I would say Klay Thompson in Dallas I like better than Klay Thompson going to L.A. Klay Thompson going to L.A. feels like to me when you want to go home and feel like home is where it was back in high school, and then you come home and you're like, what this is not what home is supposed to feel like.
It's gonna be a search.
There's different people. I just feel like there's so much noise. If he goes to LA, that's just too much. That's too much.
Father and
if he goes to Dallas
teammates and then legacy. Your dad played for the Lakers. Just
too much.
Write it up. Write the movie. Jerv, write the movie. Write the movie because it just seems like it's just written on the wall. I wanted Klay to go to Orlando bad before they took KCP. Yeah. That was the one spot that I was like, you know what?
Would you give up Austin Reeves for Klay Thompson?
No.
Because you know the Warriors going to try to get in a sign and trade of some sort.
JJ's been dying to coach Austin Reeves. Okay,
and Anthony Davis. Remember,
he got connect, bro. He got connect now. He good.
This is all about Anthony Davis, the guy that JJ Redick left off his all defense teams. He thinks he's a top 5 defensive player, and that's why he's going to coach the Lakers. It's not about the podcast partner. Remember,
they never talked about it, Tom.
We didn't talk about the draft. I mean, I guess Jared McCain counts as talking about the draft.
Well, no, you guys both had very busy draft days. Trey had the marathon.
Oh my God.
Tom was in LA doing the Yahoo show, and Trey was
Tom, how was your Yahoo show?
It was great.
Sorry I didn't get to
went
tune
out to
in.
Playa Vista. Playa Vista.
Underrated, right?
Wow.
Great
it's
spot.
10 minutes from the airport. Amazing. You hop off the plane, and you're there on the set in 15 minutes. Walked through the campus or the park over there.
Where they had you staying? Marina?
At the Hilton, and right there, the Hilton across the street from the Clippers practice facility.
Oh, sick, yeah.
So I saw a Clippers guy come through, player come through through the hotel, Bossa Nova, and we're back. So I was at Playa Vista, where there's like the Facebook headquarters or Meta, whatever.
Yep.
And then there's like all these tech companies that they call it Silicon Beach.
Yep.
Hummingbirds everywhere. It's all these techies and
It's
Yahoo
AI.
Sports.
It's AI robots there walking around too. I'm gonna lie.
Fucking
Maze,
wild
you've been over
place.
there before, bro. You know what it's like. That shit looks like when you leave and you see the same people pushing the strollers and shit.
The NPCs.
That's my theory. That's my theory, bro. That it's a fake
plants.
It's a fake community. Like, there's not real people, bro.
You're literally in the non-playable character section of town.
Yeah.
These people are on a loop. If you follow them, they're just going around the block, pushing the cart, and then they start their loop again.
Same dogs. Like, Jerv, you're laughing, but I believe that is a whole, like, a fake world. Because Ford has like their own little town where they test drive the AI cars in Detroit, right? But this, I truly believe that it's like Sim City. Like it's just them people aren't real, bro.
So you think those birds are not real?
I think it's
Birds
just
are not real?
simulated. I think that whole little area is simulated, bro. It's just not real.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, when I was visiting, bro, I would come out. I stayed at his house. Same people, bro. That shit was. I thought I was losing my mind, Tom.
It's called being in a neighborhood, bro. It's like
I see it.
No. But it was the same time. Not every
because
time.
people have routines.
It's called a schedule.
Yeah.
Right. Nah.
Yo.
Shit was eerie.
So Coach K pops up in season 2 of The Bear. I just need to plug real quick.
Yeah.
Kevin Arnovitz and I are recapping The Bear season 3 on Pack Your Knives. It was a Top Chef recap show during the season. Top Chef was on. Now it's off air. So now in the quote unquote off season, we are now recapping The Bear episodes that just dropped last week. And Coach K was a big part of season 2 and the evolution and the leadership of Sydney, who is the main character of the show. I think JJ Redick is gonna have him on speed dial this year in LA. Coach K. There were talks that he was like consulting with the Lakers on their next coach, and then when the Dan Hurley false flag, whatever you want to call it, smoke screen happened, that went out the window. But I do think that it'd be amazing if Coach K was the top assistant coach for JJ Redick. I want to see it. Coach K on the sidelines with the Lakers coaching against your 76ers. Who would you root for?
Oh, I mean, my Lakers hatred is
supersedes
wild. Oh, supersedes that. I mean, he's still the GOAT. He's the GOAT in college, right? Like, but it's not like the Sixers are playing Duke. You know? So
and you got Jared McCain.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Guys, breaking news.
That's the only white man he loves. Go ahead.
This is very important. Tobias Harris back to Detroit. 2 years, $52 million.
Good for him.
That's a salary
Good for
floor
him,
deal
man.
right there. Shouts to Trajan Langdon, also part of the Brotherhood, signing Tobias Harris to a 2 year
52.
52. He got 26 a year.
Yo. All time get the bag moment. All time.
I don't trip off these numbers, man. They all inflated. Them numbers ain't the same.
Yes, the
I think we
numbers
need to do-
the numbers are different now.
That's basically 4 for, you know what I mean? That's basically 1 for 13. You know what I mean, in 2015. It's fine. Good for him. I mean,
Yeah.
he gets to go back to fucking Detroit. Sure.
Gets to play meaningless basketball.
You know what I mean? Stress-free hoops. You know who else is going to do that? Jonas Valancunias. Stress-free hoops in Washington. Just get the
How
bag.
much were you stressing when you pronounced that last name? How much were you stressing?
Nah, none. 3 for 30. You know what I mean? 10 million a year. Listen, I don't got to catch a ball. I ain't got to make a layup. Guaranteed, straight to the bank all-star. He ain't want to go play with Bron. Why?
Well, he doesn't need to get the bag because T Swift has got the bag. She's the breadwinner in that
good
relationship. Yeah,
Kelsey Face, the third.
I think good for him getting the bag there and being the mentor for Alex Sarr for when Alex Sarr becomes the next James Wiseman. No, I won't go there. I won't say that he's.
Oh, you said it, Tom.
James
Sorry,
Wiseman.
hate to break it to you.
Not going to say
it. You just said it. I heard it.
Not going to say it.
You said it out loud.
Not going to say it. Zachary Risache. Zachary Risache. Do you guys have any takes on the Frenchman for the Atlanta Hawks who just went number 1?
I wish I could lie and say I know what he plays like. I've never seen a kid play. I'm rooting for him though. I mean, being number 1 is.
Hold on. I think we have Rudy Gobert on the line here to talk about Zachary and how proud he is. Number 1 overall pick 2 years in a row. A Frenchman has been the number 1 overall pick in the NBA ahead of the Summer Olympics. I feel like we got the trials here going on right now in America. Rudy, thanks for joining us.
Bonjour. You are welcome. This is me. This is Rudy. I did this. Victor, Alex, Zachary Risache. C'est tout. À cause de moi. It is all because of me, Rudy Gobert. This year, I am back. They thought my trade was a bust. Non, c'est pas un bust. C'est moi, c'est Antoine Edouard, c'est Carl. Nous sommes les Wolves. Les Wolves. Fearsome. And all of this, the French Revolution, is here in the NBA because the Rudy Gobert, he did this. And tout le monde, everyone will remember that I, Rudy Gobert, everyone was too scared to take me number one. But now, maintenant, toute la France est désirée par le NBA. Everyone over 6'6" en France is a prospect. Watch out. C'est tout.
How do you say watch out in French?
Attention.
Attention.
Garde les
Okay.
yeux.
Yo, Jerv, do you have anything you want to say about Team USA starting center Joel Embiid and what he's going to do to the Frenchman this summer?
I would not be mad if Joel Embiid just decided to chill.
Yes. I was just going to say, I don't think you want him to play, right?
I want him to play so he can say I played for Team USA, but I also wouldn't mind if, he took his jersey and went home. So I don't want him to play.
Okay.
Trying to Andrew
Rudy,
Wiggins him.
Yeah. Rudy, do you think he's ducking the smoke?
Bring your ass.
Okay.
J'ai appris cette phrase. Antoine, he taught me this phrase. Bring your ass.
Bring your ass. Yeah.
À France, à Paris. J'attends. Rudy Gobert is waiting.
And he talks in the third person.
Of course.
Nice.
En France, this is polite. Jean Jervay. It is crazy though, man. I what is with this French obsession? I'm not totally clear on why we're just deciding that France is the hub of everything because they have one alien.
Nah, it's the Africans, bro. You feel me? They be taken from us, bro. That's a whole political thing. But I will say, you feel me? On the other standpoint, soccer has been fucking good for many years, and basketball's up next. What other sport?
Yeah, they're not making football players. That's for sure.
Yeah, they ain't making no fucking football players.
Well, I do think that there's some Andrea Bargnani potential here with Risa Shea. Is that Dirk had this amazing ascension, and then everyone wanted to find the next Dirk. And so Andrea Bargnani, this Italian dude who is 7-footer shooter, people were head over heels for Andrea Bargnani, and turns out he is actually not that good at basketball. And I feel like Zachary Risa Shea, excuse me, Rudy. I feel like there's some potential here that maybe we've overcorrected. I don't know if the Atlanta Hawks had a number one pick that they love, but I'm all about Reed Sheppard, and that'll be a whole nother podcast. Talk about Reed Sheppard, second gen from Kentucky who shoots like Steph. I think he's the surest
elite shooter, 53 from the fucking, from the three.
Insane. And he had an 18% usage rate at Kentucky coming off the bench. If you get that kid more touches and treat him like Steph, like he is Steph, or Tyrese Halliburton, or
Jimmer Fredette,
Damien, or Jimmer Fredette. Shit. I think he's a stud. I think he's gonna be great in the.
Do you think Jalen Green and Fred VanVleet's gonna get him the ball?
No.
I don't know what Ime doing with that one. I'm interested.
I think he might be a trade first.
I get that they took the best available, but I don't know what they're doing with that one. I don't know.
I'm taking the under on 100 games in Houston. I'm taking the under of 100.
Okay, I could see him being pushed out of there earlier. He gonna be a trade piece, but like that's interesting because I was like, that's the complete opposite of what they wanted to do. Because it sounded like they wanted to get very older and more veteran, and he was more on the project, not even a project end, but he would be helping like a Dallas. He would be helping like a New York, like immediately Miami's. You know what I mean? Like Philly for sure. If Philly would have got him, I'd be like, all right, bro. You know what I'm saying? But Jared McCain's a good, solid backup because McCain was the second best shooter in the draft.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I'm not mad at the choice that they made. But Reed Shepherd, if they didn't have Trae Young, I would have took him at 1 on some funny shit. Just because best available. If I don't have Trae and I'll just let Reed rock out, go ahead. I'm gonna lose my job anyway. Fuck it. Fuck it.
You know that
it's a bad job.
You know that blue blood runs deep. Big Blue Nation, Kentucky Wildcats. Devin Booker, Reed Shepherd, teaming up over there in Phoenix. Kevin Durant halfway through the season.
Oh, okay. So you're saying the Houston trying to send Phoenix its picks back is now going to include Reed Shepherd in that mix. Interesting, because they got Grayson Allen. They need another one.
Yeah.
They're
trying to copy the Nova Knicks. No one's going to copy the Nova Knicks with 5, potentially 5, with Ryan Arcidiacono potentially signing with the Knicks.
Nice.
To have 5 dudes from a championship team. The only other time we've had that is with the Boston Celtics with Rick Pitino, and what team? The Kentucky Wildcats. So
there you go.
I'm just saying, maybe Matt Ishbia, 1T Matt, just decides, you know what? If you can't beat them, join them. Kentucky Wildcats better than Michigan State, the team that he played for. Maybe we just recreate the Wildcats.
That's a plan.
Hey, I don't know if we have anything else. We have NBA.
I mean, on the Hawks, like the Ricochet thing definitely seemed like they tried to trade the pick and no one wanted to trade the pick, and so they just took what fit as opposed to best available, because that was the move for this draft. But then they traded DeJounte. They broke up DeJounte. Unfortunately, after saying that, rewards come to those who wait in Boston, they made it. They waited 7 long years of Jalen and Jason together to get that over the hump and get the title. Atlanta did not have the patience to keep DeJounte together, and they broke him up. And honestly, Trae Young, he says he wants to win. It's going to be ugly next year, man. It's going to be ugly in Atlanta.
I have a feeling this might be just the first step of a rebuild. That this isn't going to be a Trae Young team going forward. My thing is like, if you're getting Ricochet, you're not trying to win next year. You're not. This is a long-term project. At best case scenario, and love Trevor Ariza, love Kyle Kuzma, both great Laker greats. But like, that's what I see for like 95th percentile of this dude. Ricochet is like a good 3-and-D wing who can move around a little bit. That's not a guy who's ready right now to win basketball games. Clint Capela's an expiring contract. You trade DeJounte Murray for a couple veteran and then the picks. This feels like a multi-step teardown to me.
Trae's on notice, but he can't go to San Antonio anymore because they got Chris Paul, at least this year. And who knows how long? Maybe he'll just keep playing, Tom. Wake Forest style.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, did you see that Jason Tatum has put together a plan with Drew Hanlon to play with Deuce?
Come on.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? What's the plan? Start your own player representation agency and then blackmail the Celtics?
Hey, he'll be, by the time
Command C. I'm calling Jason Tatum Command C from now on.
Hey, the thing is, Jason Tatum has to play, I think, 12 to 14 more years, which would put him at 19 before Deuce is actually draft eligible. I don't take Jason Tatum as a player to play that long.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that is insane to see LeBron literally do it and then publicly put out there that you're gonna copy him in 12 years. That is batshit
Light years, bro.
fucking crazy.
It's nuts. It is true though. It's crazy, but I mean, look, man, it's inspiring. I've never seen Deuce play against other people. Seen him on the court.
I haven't seen Deuce play. Like, come on, man. Let's not.
What is it? Deuce like 7 years old?
He's 6.
What are we talking about? God damn it!
It was inspiring, Maze. It was inspiring. It made him. You know what's crazy? That's all it did was kids ain't gonna get no break because they're gonna be thinking you got to make it for Bron. You see, Bron did it. I wish my daddy was alive and my dad said I had to go do something with him. That I didn't want to do. Nah, no. Colin Cowherd, is that his name? How you say it? Cowherd. He said he was talking about. I fucked his name up. Shouts to him though.
Colin Cowherd.
He was talking about relationships, right? He was like, yo, plumbers do it and sons. And no. Like, I'm sure motherfuckers don't want to just pick up the family business and just be like, all right, I'm gonna go work with my dad, bro. Basketball's fun. Like, basketball is fun. If I could play basketball with my dad, it'd probably be annoying, but it would be fun. It's something I like, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoy it. Telling me like I'm gonna be like in the emergency surgery room with my dad working on a patient, or you know what I'm saying, being my dad's teacher assistant as a fucking college teacher. I don't know if I would think that was kind of fun, bro. But basketball is fun. And then when we like,
Yeah, but
like
college is fun. Do you want to go through college with your dad? No.
Hey, man.
He's 19 years old. 19-year-old want to go spend your days with your dad?
We're going to find out in 2-3 years if that's what he really wanted. Because when Bron's done, we're going to find out if it was Bron's dream or his dream. We're going to find out eventually. Because he could have easily became one of the greatest FaZe Clan members and ran a video game company or ran the LeBron legacy shit and been just a rich kid. And I would have just like been like, all right, I get it, bro.
And when that happens, when we find out what Bronny actually wanted to do, we will find out what Deuce really wanted to do.
Oh, I think Deuce go fucking tap out at like 14, 15.
Yeah, I know.
Bro gonna be on social media and he gonna tell it all. He gonna be fed up because he done had the camera forcing his face, bro, since day one.
Hey, Bronny said he actually didn't want to go. All right, so we got to do that now. We got to do that.
We'll see how much fun Bronny is having after he throws the ball out of bounds and LeBron lights his ass up in a timeout. It's not going to be fun.
Yo, is he gonna be parenting in the huddle?
It's not gonna be called parenting. It's gonna be called yelling at a teammate who happens to be your son.
And does JJ get to yell at him and chew him out? Does he get to do that? Like,
question.
This is gonna be a disaster.
Because you're like Tom. You're the uncle to my kids. Jerv, you're the uncle to my kids. Maze, you're the uncle to my kids. Now, if
I'm Uncle T. Remember,
if I'm not there, you get to be on my behalf. You know how like the neighborhood be like, yo, you get to whoop my kid if my kid not there. That was the old ways, 1988, 91, where you get to whoop your kid. Is it still okay? Because social media gonna make a big spill of this shit the first time it ever happens.
Yes.
And we're not going to see it. It's going to be embarrassment. It is going to be uncomfortable. And you're not going to be able, and he gonna have to do, you can't tell PR he not doing media every game because he gonna get fined.
This is LA though. They're gonna take some acting classes. Did you see the acting job that JJ and Rob Pelinka did in the war room, in the draft room? Just amazing.
Connect was a good move. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, I'm not talking about Connect. I'm talking about like
they really pondered and made it seem like, yeah.
It's great. I
know what's funny? JJ already started becoming a head coach because he started returning my texts. So I was like, oh, get it. He's busy. Cause I did the casual shit like, yo, so how's it like being a coach now?
Nothing.
He locked in.
Well,
Don't
I
worry.
hope he yells at LeBron. I hope he yells at Bronny. I hope he yells at them both at the same time. That'd be great.
Because this is the thing. Regardless of him responding, I'm going to be sending fucking texts every game. I don't give a fuck. Soon as they lose, hey, bro, what the fuck happened there? See, that's the thing I like. I know the fucking Lakers coach. I never thought in my 39 years I would know the fucking Lakers coach by first name. And I could fucking complain to the Lakers coach. What the fuck just happened?
You got to line to the Lakers coach for now until he changes up his number.
Until he's got to go Hollywood. He got to go Hollywood eventually. Mm-hmm. And he's going to say, but I still follow you on social media, brother. And that'd be okay. But for right now, let them have a bad game. I'm going to be like, why the fuck y'all do that? It's going to be great because I ain't never coaching in the NBA.
All right. That's the Coming Home podcast. Appreciate you, Jerv, for all the work you do on air, behind the scenes, and I'm happy for you, bro. I'm happy for you and the 76ers. And I take back the whole bringing you on and stomping on the whole semifinals. I take it back.
I don't know, Mr. Statistician Face Man. Mr. Statistician Two-Face Man.
Bingo.
Paper Champs, Philly, 2025.
Au revoir.